Oh, I love it up here. There's nothing better than being in upstate New York on Lake Ontario with a view of the St. Lawrence River right over here. What can top that? Well, how about this brand new 2019 Nitro Z21? I'm gonna do the whole breakdown, picking it up at the dealer, the first time I lay eyeballs on it, how I have it rigged up, how I have it all set up. This thing is a fishing machine. That's all coming up. Waiting for this day for a very long time, a couple months. I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. It's going by super fast. And I'll get a couple months to enjoy my new toy. What's my new toy? Well, it's a bass boat. I bought a brand new 2019 bass boat. I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown on how I set up everything. We're gonna go head over to the dealer right now, go pick this bad boy up. I'm so excited I can't even talk. Let's get out of here, let's go, I'm ready. Wow, so I'm really excited about this one. I've been prepping for this boat for months. So let's step out in the garage, although it's a mess right now. It really is. I'll give you a breakdown here of what I got going on. Right down here is all of the electronics that I'm going to be putting on the boat. I'm going to go pick it up and then I'll be installing this myself. But I have Garmin's, I'm running Humminbirds, running a lot of things, 360. We're going to set it all up. I'm going to give you a breakdown. I got all kinds of goodies here to go over once we do get the boat and put everything hopefully in its right spot. But I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be pretty cool. We got a little bit of work to do. I'm not gonna be able to get on the water probably for another 4 or 5 days with the boat. So we're gonna head over to the dealer right now, take a look at the shop, talk to the owner a little bit, and take a look at the new boat. All right, we're en route. The dealer's only about an hour or so away from me, so it's not too bad. I can't wait. Let's go grab this thing, go check it out. All right, guys, we made her. Guys, we're here at Bowers Marine in Reading, Pennsylvania. Kind of getting the shade, it's a little hot. So in 2007, I bought my very first bass boat. It was a 2004. I used that for, I believe, 3 years, and then in 2009, I purchased X2 maybe? I can't remember the names. 20 footer. And that was, I only had that for about a year. I wasn't a big fan of that boat. Then I decided I'm gonna buy a brand new boat. So I went with a 2010 TR HP Triton boat. I had that through the Elite Series, so 2011, 12. Qualified for the Elites and the Opens with that boat, 11 and 12. And then I kept it until 2014 or 2015 when I purchased my brand new Legend V20, which was an awesome boat. I have a lot of great memories with that boat. I still have it. I'm a 2-boat owner right now. It is for sale, so hopefully we can get that moved here in the next month or two. Sweating like a hog here. All right, so I did a lot of research when I came to investigating my next boat. You know, there was so many different options on the market, and really I wanted to find a dealer that was, for one, close to me, which is right here, Bowers. It's, you know, less than an hour, and for me that's pretty good. I mean, my previous boat, my Legend dealer, closest was like 5 hours away at the time when I purchased it. So this makes things a lot more convenient, and I'm really excited about the features of the Nitro Z21. It's a solid boat. A lot of my buddies that fish the big waters all had great things to say about their new Z21s, especially the guys up in Wisconsin. There's a couple guys that are running them on Ontario and Lake Erie, and so for me it was just a perfect fit. So let's go check out the boat, go through all the features, and I can't wait to get this thing on the water. All right, guys, it's hot. I'm sweaty, but we got the boat. Here it is. Check out this bad boy, huh? Bowers Marine. This is Doug, by the way. Doug, how are you doing today?
Doing great, man.
Man, you hooked me up nice. Look at this thing, huh?
Sharp, right?
It's awesome. I couldn't be more happier. This is great. But we want to talk a little bit more about your dealership. Okay. All right, so you got 2 locations,
yep,
right? Just outside of Reading.
Yep.
And then the other one's
Hagerstown, Maryland.
Hagerstown. Awesome, awesome. Now, how long have you been a Tracker Nitro dealer? You've been doing this for a while, right?
Been doing it for a while. We're the second oldest Tracker dealer in the country, so that encumbers Nitro. I mean, we've been selling Nitro since '88. So
really? No kidding.
Since the start of them.
You guys got a great selection. The whole buying process here for me was incredible. I mean, it was easy going. The boat's in perfect condition. I mean, Kenny took care of me as far as setting it up and rig. I mean, that's important to have your boat rigged up properly. And you guys got a pretty good crew, wouldn't you say? I mean,
absolutely.
They know what they're doing.
Everybody's been here a while. Exclusive tracker dealer right now, which is Tracker, Nitro, Sun Tracker, Mako.
Gotcha.
And Regency Pontoons.
Okay, awesome. First of all, again, I want to thank Doug at Bowers Marine. They did an amazing job getting this boat ready. So I'm not even sure where to start here. I want to start, let's start in the back and work forward and go through this whole setup. So let's start out with, let's start out with the motor. Look at this beast, right? It's the new 4-stroke, the Mercury Pro XS 250. This thing is super quiet. It has amazing hole shot. It has top end, mid-range. I mean, I haven't really been able to open this boat up yet. Just idling. So I spend a lot of hours idling, looking for fish, graphing. The noise is gone. You know what I mean? It's so quiet. You feel like a king on the lake, just idling around like a boss, looking at your graphs. That motor, you don't even know it's there. When you need to make a quick turn, it's just like that. When you need to accelerate, just, you know, maybe you spot a rock pile on your side image unit and you just want to turn the boat real quick to get over there and graph it and see if there's any fish on it. I mean, I just turn the reel, put a little gas on the on the hot foot, and that motor just boom, you're there. Again, the whole shot. I'm running, okay, so it comes with a 23 Fury is what this motor came with. The 23 Fury 3-blade. And I'm probably going to put a 24 Fury 4-blade on it just for the bigger waves. I was in some 8-footers today, legit 8-foot waves, and this one, the 3-blade, was fine. It actually, I felt comfortable. It was an hour run back in. The wind picked up this afternoon, and it really put this boat and motor to the test, and I'm not even joking, guys. I'm extremely pleased with this. I'm super excited to be in this boat. Super excited for this motor. Motor's great. It's beautiful. You know, I mean, look at this thing. It's beautiful. So moving on. Of course, we got to talk about the power poles. These things are one of the best things you can put on a bass boat. I've been with Power Pole. I've been using their products since 2010. All my boats will have dual power poles. They have always, and they always will. It's a great company. I love the guys that work there. They're awesome dudes. The whole company, the customer service. If you have a hose break, if you have anything wrong, anything that happens, you call them up, and it is in the mail that day, heading to your house. It's the customer service at Power Pole is amazing. So I'm running the 10-foot blades. I like the 10-footers. Listen, anytime you're in anything deeper than 10, 12 foot, 13, 50, I got the Ultrex. I can hold on that spot. The power poles come in handy when I'm sight fishing, when I'm looking for cruising fish up shallow, largemouth fishing. Obviously, when you're flipping pitching, you guys know how valuable this is. So, of course, I mean, I just love having them. A couple things I did to it. So, actually, this bracket, to my knowledge, my old boat did not have this new bracket. These hydraulic hoses are a lot different now. They look extremely well made and sturdy. So I'm super excited about the hoses. I don't think I'm going to have any issues. This thing is solid. These poles are solid on this. So I also put the light on top of the power pole. This is the RMP light that you can buy on their website. I installed that simply because I just felt, hey, you know what? When you're fishing a tournament, the last thing you want to do when you get to your fishing spot in the morning is go back there and take the light pole out. I'm not going to be a jerk to my co-angler and just leave it in there either. So that's one less thing to worry about, and it was a really easy. I installed this halfway by myself. It wasn't too bad, but again, I suck at tools, so it wasn't bad at all. Someone else did the wiring for me. So that's going to be a great addition. I'm just looking forward to being able to hit a switch on the lights. You know, the bow lights are right there as well, built in, and now I got this built in. I don't have to worry about taking the light pole out. If we open the back compartment here, you'll see I have a tray. Comes with 2 trays. I just have one in for now. It's got my flares, rope, spare prop, jumper cables, buoy markers, some extra parts there. I'm still organizing this all, guys. You can pop this tray out, and you can see I'm running 2 lithium 36-volt batteries, parallel. Then I have a major, a really good starting battery here. And then I have the battery that came with the boat over here. That battery's sole purpose is my backup battery. So if it's, and I'm confident in this battery here that I'll be fine throughout the day, but it's nice to know all I have to do is hit this switch here and I'll have power. You can see there's plenty of room for pumps. I'm running the Stealth charging system as well. What that does is that actually charges my batteries while I'm running the boat. I also have 2 of the Stealth 2-bank chargers. So it's really a 4-bank, but I have 2 separate chargers back there. What's nice about that, and if you guys have used other chargers in the past, you know that they do fail on a regular basis. I've replaced 2 chargers a year for the last 5 years now. And so if one does go out, you still have a charger in the boat. You can make a quick call to Danny at Stealth Charging Systems. That dude's probably one of the most knowledgeable guys when it comes to power, batteries, how to rig them. Customer service is great. He'll talk to you in person and walk you through any of these troubleshooting. You know, if you have any issues, he'll walk you through it. If you're installing it, he'll walk you through. He takes the time to explain things and really make sure you have things right. Double checks things. I mean, I just wanted, I might call him up for a simple question, and next thing you know, we're testing the gauges and making sure everything's right and the system's working. So it's great. Danny's great there. I'd highly recommend the Stealth charging system. So what that does is that gives me, when I'm running the big motor, that's also charging my batteries. And that works with the regular AGM batteries or your lithiums. All right, we'll close this up. Of course, we got a pretty big back deck here. A lot bigger than what I'm used to. Of course, you got the chair. Chair's in place, especially today on the big lake. We definitely needed that. You see here we got a compartment here. And this is a shallow tray. So I got my toolkit in here, some different items. These pop out. So I pop that out, and there's I have my net in here, although there is a net holder right behind the seat. But this net isn't the right net for it. It will work, but I'm fine with it right here. I have a spare prop right now. I have that 5-blade, the high 5 in there. So you got prop storage. You got a fender in there. And this box just pops right back in. This side has the deep tray, which is great. You can put your tackle right in there, extra tackle gear like that. And these stay completely dry. I was in 8-footers again today, and nothing got wet back there. Right, if we look here, we got the live wells. Live wells are amazing. So separate live wells. So for yourself and your co-angler. I got the oxygenators in both of them. They're extremely deep, a lot of room, cool color. I like the blue. I'm digging it. Ruler, measure your fish, make sure they're 12 or 14 or 15 inches. Oh yes, the Cockpit. This is amazing. This is built for a king. Comfortable chairs, adjustable. I'm a tall dude. I'm 6'2". That's after my accident. But the chair, I can move it way forward. So if you got a shorter guy that needs to drive the boat, or even your co-angler here, co-angler chairs, also passenger chairs, also adjustable. So over here I have a built-in stereo system, Bluetooth, hook up to your cell phone. I got a cell phone holder right here. Stays dry. I can put my phone right there. I got plug-ins here, plug-ins there, USB. This is my Stealth gauge. This tells me that my batteries are charging and where they're at. Of course, I have my power pulled up and down switch right here. Cup holders. Everything's nice and clean. Let's talk about this setup here, okay? Hopefully, I know there's a little bit of glare, but I want to go through this. I'm running the Helix 12, the Humminbird, and then I'm running the Garmin 1242 Touch. side by side. And this is done by Bass Boat Technologies. This is a very sturdy mount. Amazing mount. It's my favorite mount I've had so far on boats. And it was a real good install. I do have my SmartCraft gauges as well. Of course, when you're running 2 screens, you're going to cover up some of the gauges. My RPMs and my speedometer over there is covered, but that's all through the smart gauges I can see, as well as the GPS on my graph. I can tell how fast I'm going, so I don't really need those gauges anyways. You'll notice that this Garmin actually sits a little bit higher than the Humminbird. I'm very particular when it comes to you know, keeping everything, see if I can, keeping everything like good looking, right? And that kind of threw me off. So I just made a phone call to him, and he's sending me a different bracket to make sure that that level's off. So that'll be here next week. I just wanted to get this video made before then for you guys, but I will have this lowered so there isn't an inch gap in between these 2 units. They'll both be the same level. This little compartment right here in the middle, okay? Here's the deal. So Nitro did not offer, they give you a seat, so you can have a 3rd seat. Well, I'd rather have a box to store more of my fishing items and things like that handy next to me while I'm running. And so a buddy of mine has a friend who actually custom built this, I don't know, you want to call it a glove box, day box, whatever you want, but this thing is solid and it's a huge addition to this boat. I took out the seat and now I got some actual storage here. So if you look on this side, I have all my call material. So I got a beam, my tags, please release me, I got my scale in here, so everything sits right in there nicely. And then this side here by me, you know, I just got a place for a phone or wallet, extra, you know, rags, things like that, car keys, whatever you want, I can put right there. So it's great. That thing is awesome. You can step right on it without a problem, and it sits perfectly flush in exchange for where that seat would have sat. Of course, over here we got some great storage for the co-anglers, your passengers' rods. This little day box, you could call it. I got a bunch of Gajo spirit shads in there right now. All the different, you know, if there's baits and tackle I use a lot throughout the day, I'm just gonna store them in here, and it's right there if I need it. Look at this thing. I haven't had a cooler this big in forever. Huge cooler, a lot of storage. You got a little compartment there to put whatever you want. Got some trail mix in here. Comes with a garbage can. I just probably gonna put my extra baits and hooks and things like that in here. And look how deep that is. I mean, that's a deep, I mean, this is a big half-gallon water jug that fits right in there. So it can hold a lot of ice as well, especially if you're gonna put ice on your fish. You have a storage, you don't have to bring in another cooler for that. So really cool feature, and obviously they made it so it's like perfect step up onto the main deck here. So over here, of course, I got line cutter, pliers. They give you an option over here to store it, and then there's an option at the bow as well. So the main 3 compartments here are all for tackle storage. So if you open this up, I got my terminal tackle, I got a bunch of gulp stuff in here in this plastic bin. This side here I have my main baits that I'll be using for the day. So of course, drop shotting, go-to gobies, tubes, drop shot, and my line. By the way, why is it still windy? It's almost 6 o'clock at night. I got a guide trip tomorrow, and the forecast said it was going to be a little, not too bad, but hopefully it's not as bad as today. I don't know. So this compartment here has all my main storage. So topwater jerk baits, stuff I'm not going to really throw this week, but thought I needed to bring it anyways. Bag of extra drop shot baits in here. The money bags. My buddy Matt Stasiak got me hooked on those. We can clip This is all magnetic here, so I can put baits on here. It'll hold them. Pretty cool. All right, let's talk about rod storage. So I'm going to use the port side here for my rod storage. You can see I got a bunch of rods in there. I will be able to fit all 30, 35 of my rods in there if need be. I did take out the tubes, okay? I think they give you 15 rod inserts. Well, that's not going to work for me. So I took that straight out. Of course, if you put your rods in these socks, and then you can also put these reel covers on, they're not going to get beat up at all. They'll be perfect. I could probably stick some in here if I took some time to organize this, but right now this is set up perfect for me. Then I also have blue LED lighting on both sides and the back of the boat. That was installed after the fact. Locker bar as well. Of course, I needed the chair today. This chair is awesome, hydraulic, moves up. These things are amazing. It's a lot easier to strap your rods in. They stay. I'm really happy with them. I wasn't sure how I would feel about it, but I'm liking them a lot. Okay, so looking at the bow here, what do we got? Well, we got the Ultrex, we got the long shaft. You need a long shaft if you're gonna fish the big waters, of course, and so that's what we have there. I do run the Humminbird 360, so the Humminbird unit up there will be used for 360 and mapping. And then we got the Garmin, which is gonna have great 2D clear view, Panoptics, you name it, it's on it. Everything is set up how I love it. I mean, this is the perfect setup for me. I got my trolling motor pedal right here. The Ultrex, of course, keeps you in place. I don't know how I fished without that. I went a year before, when it came out, I went a year having the old one. And once I got this, there's no way I'd be able to go back. So everything's set up great here. Also have this trolling motor saver here. This thing locks it right down in place. It was a pain to put in, but we got it installed, and that trolling motor isn't moving. Now, of course, I fish big water, and so it's important for me to have two straps. So we got two straps on the trolling motor. This thing ain't going anywhere. Transducer shield and saver on this front transducer. So this is going to protect my Garmin transducer if I run into rocks and I'm not careful. They also have power coated straps for that I installed. Got the eliminator nut. Again, everything is set up. I just want to show you here, we do have the transducer savers installed in the back on the jack plate. So this one here is the Garmin, and this one over here is for the Humminbird. I'm running Atlas jack plate. Of course, we got our tie downs. Look at this trailer. This trailer is awesome too. The wheels, I mean, everything about this setup is so perfect. The walkthrough of my Nitro Z21, 2019 Nitro Z21, the brand new Mercury 4-stroke, power poles, Ultrex, Garmin, Humminbird. It is set up perfect. It's so perfect for me. Now I just got to fine tune the electronics, put some more seat time in this boat, get accustomed to everything. Oh, and it does have a fan system. I forgot to mention that. So on my gauges here, I do have a fan, so if I do get some moisture in the compartments, I can turn that on. That's going to help, hopefully, to remove that moisture overnight, and everything will be dry in the morning. And another feature that I had on my old boat is this step up. So if I want to get up on the boat, I can just step right here. On the next one, grab the pole, and in I go. So I got a lot of cool things going on up here on Lake Ontario. We got a Costa event coming up. We got a super tournament at BFL. I'm up here today and yesterday actually filming with Cornell from YouTubeFISHINGVIDS. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel, he does a lot of bass fishing, a lot of great stuff, great content. You guys, I encourage you to check it out. You'll take a look at the link in the description below, and follow him on Instagram as well. And I'm actually going to share with you guys a little bit of our fishing adventure. Now, look, keep in mind, it's been really windy. Like, I'm talking 30, do I dare say 40? Felt like it. Felt like a hurricane out there. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Bad conditions. We did get a few fish in the boat. He made a whole YouTube video of our day on the water. He caught his personal best smallmouth. And that's all out on his YouTube channel, YouTubeFISHINGVIDS. That's going to be uploaded pretty soon, so take a look at that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of my Nitro. I'm excited to show this to you. If you're interested in getting yourself into a bass boat that's set up right, this Nitro is definitely going to be the way to go. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave any comments and likes below. Let me know what you think of this new rig behind me. And until next time, as always, we'll see you guys on the water.